less stuff to do. Well, just stuff happened. I was looking at it last night and I found it interesting that you talked about forgiveness last week. I'm kind of hoping you're going to extend me forgiveness for being a bit late. As you were talking about forgiveness, there's one thing that I think is kind of key in this thing, forgiveness, and it's called grace. So grace is this idea that you are extending good things to people that don't really deserve it. So say if somebody has done something wrong to me, like they stole one of my favorite comic books, the way I extend grace is by just letting it go, just being like, no, that's cool, you know what, I forgive you, that's okay. Or if they stole it and brought it back, I'm like, you know what, that's alright. I'm not gonna like freak out or anything. I'm not gonna report you to the police as stealing my property, stuff like that. But there's this one thing about grace that kind of seems weird. It's not fair. Like, the concept of grace is that you have done something wrong, and yet someone has totally said it's okay, and there's no punishment involved whatsoever, as I just said. But is that really just? See, we have a system where we believe that if you have done something wrong, that you need to be punished for it. That's just the natural order of things. And there's actually an anime that really explains it very well. It's called Full Metal Alchemist. It's a fantastic show about these two guys that essentially try to bring back their mother from the dead by using alchemy. Now, alchemy is the idea that you need certain components, certain things, ingredients, to create one thing. This is the law of equal exchange. The idea is that you cannot have something without giving something of equal value. So if I want a teddy bear, I need something that's similar in value to a teddy bear or has the same components. What the problem is, they couldn't measure what a soul was in its value. And so they ended up, the brothers ended up losing parts of themselves. The one brother completely lost his body, the other one lost his arm and his leg. And all throughout this movie, they're trying to get back what they've lost. So once again, they've lost something, and so they're trying to gain it back by finding this thing called the Philosopher's Stone. And the Philosopher's Stone is supposed to be able to give an alchemist the capability of making things without needing any other material with it. It's supposed to remove the equivalent exchange idea. But that's also grace. And so the problem that I have now is we people are supposed to be people that extend grace to each other when we make mistakes, when we have flaws, but yet we're supposed to be people that are just. And so if someone does cause wrong, we are supposed to punish them. And so my question to you, Brady, is how far do we go to which extent? Do we extend more grace than justice, or do we make sure that justice reigns more true than grace? And just to let you know, Brady, I think grace is a good thing. Take it easy.